Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first video on YouTube. My name is Camden Cook and it's 2021. So with that, it's a new hobby for me. And this new hobby that I'm going to try is creating a YouTube channel. Basically, long story short, I'm starting a new fitness journey. I guess it's a new fitness journey. And I just want to take you through it. And if I'm there to help you have motivation, that's what it's all about. It don't matter. I'm not trying to use this to become famous or to get thousands and hundred thousands of subscribers. That's not my goal. My goal is to help somebody else that, needs a little motivation, needs a little guidance, doesn't know where to start. So through my journey, my plan, whatever you want to call it, I want to take you through it and, you know, go from there and hopefully help somebody else reach their journey. So if you couldn't tell, I'm obviously outside. I'm just going for a walk right now. It's halftime of all the Sunday games for NFL. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about myself and introduce myself to all of you that are tuning in. Some of you may or may not know me, depending on who's watching this video. My name's Camden Cook. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. So obviously I'm watching the Ravens game right now, smacking the Bengals like normal. Anyways, I'm a student. I'm a graduate student at Lock Haven University. It's a small school in Pennsylvania. And I'm in my second year of the Master's of Athletic Training program. And so obviously, my goal is to be an athletic trainer. But I'm also taking the CSCS exam this spring, which I think is pretty interesting. It's the Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist exam. One thing that I've kind of realized lately, and you know, one reason I'm also kind of motivated to make this channel is because I want to, I want to do some personal training, especially with the athletes. And I played college soccer for 4 years. I was a goalkeeper. So that kind of sparked my interest in taking the exam and, hopefully passing it and working with athletes. So how I got really started on this, 2020 was obviously a shitty year, to use a lack of better terms, but it was a rough year for everybody and myself especially. But one thing with uh, that came was anxiety. I guess you could say it's common in the world, but it really affected me negatively as COVID hit. You know, it started back in March, and that's when everything began shutting down, and I kind of just, let my body fail for everything that it led to. I just failed. I was putting on weight. I didn't want to. Wasn't building muscle. 2020 was just a struggle. Once that anxiety started, I just put on, weight throughout the summer, even though I was working. Fairly active job, doing some landscaping and all. So I was constantly moving, constantly, going from point A to point B, whatever, on my feet. And then I went back to school in the fall, and I had my anxiety under control. But the thing about that was I wasn't really ready to go to the gym yet. So I started doing just some home workouts and all. But I wasn't really sticking with it. My diet wasn't there. I was just kind of eating whatever I wanted. And yeah, I mean, it just went downhill. This picture on the screen now um, was in September. And that's where this was the day that I took that picture, was the day that I realized that I needed to make a change. So I made a change and decided that I was going to start going to the gym because our school had restrictions on the gym and all. So I just decided that this was what I needed to do. I needed to go back to the gym. I needed to start working out, getting into shape, doing all the things I needed to do to kind of just change my life around, I guess. My physical life around, I should say. Um, so this picture now was about 8 weeks after that first picture. And so obviously, I was working out a lot. I was working out, I mean, really 5 to 7 days a week. It just kind of was something that I enjoyed doing. Way to get my mind off of things, way to get my mind off of anxiety if, I started to have a little episode or anything. So a lot of people don't stick with fitness or don't stick with their New Year's resolution goals because they want an overnight fix. I mean, that's human nature. Who doesn't want an overnight fix? Who doesn't want to become a millionaire overnight? Who doesn't want to have a ripped six pack overnight? That's just human nature. But I realized that was just unrealistic. So I used these pictures as motivation to keep going. I did step on a scale, so I did kind of see my weight going down a little bit. I didn't take pictures throughout the 8 weeks, only when I started and only when I ended. I wanted to see the beginning and the end. I didn't want to keep looking from week to week and not seeing progress because I know that would be a little bit unmotivating. So, anyways, I that was my change in the fall. So now, for the start of 2021, I decided to put on muscle. So I want to put on a little bit more weight, healthy weight, muscle weight, that is. And that's what we're going to try to do. So if anybody knows who Jeff Cavalier is over at Athlete X, fantastic guy. He's actually CSCS certified. He's a physical therapist, personal trainer. I mean, millions of subscribers on YouTube. He just is that guy. And I'm completing one of his programs, um, one that's specifically made for muscle building. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm starting this channel at. I wanna kind of just document my progress, whether nobody watches this or everybody in the world watches this. That's up to them. That's out of my control, but I'm doing this to kind of document my progress because, like I said, I'm not using this to become famous or try to become famous or make money or anything. It's tough times out there, and sometimes people just need a little motivation to kind of get going. And guess what? If this is what that takes for somebody to see someone like me who was struggling with a mental health issue, who, you know, didn't really know what to do, clearly was unhappy with the way they looked, and I can help somebody, that's great. I wish, I'm thankful that it was a little bit of internal control for me. I'm glad I was able to find out myself that I needed to make a change. So that was huge for me. But I know that not everybody has that intrinsic motivation um, of what really drives them. So I'm thankful that I had it. But now I want to provide that extrinsic motivation for somebody to, get that started and get their journey started and see where it takes them. So, you know, again, this isn't for me to be famous or that's not my goal. My goal is just to document my story and, you know, just see where it goes.
See, I'm back in my room. I'm not outside anymore, and that audio just got so bad. Like, I just needed to make the ending a little bit better because that was just terrible. But anyways, basically, I just want to say, if you're still watching this, I really appreciate it. Like I've said multiple times, and I'll continue to say it, this isn't about me. Well, it is about me, but it's simply to show that if you put in the work, you can change yourself to a healthier you, a better you, a more, well-rounded person that you want to be. If that's your goal, I just want to help somebody along the way get there, and that's really what this all is about. So that kind of wraps up this video. This first video was just more of an intro video. It was just to kind of get to know me, get to know where I come from. And we'll see what these next videos bring. There'll be some videos of workouts, some videos of just a daily vlog, maybe. Who knows, like what it'll have or what will happen to this channel. So anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching. So remember, love yourself, love each other. Peace.